Good morning to everybody from Ukraine, from amazing Ukraine. The first city which we arrived to was Vinnytsia. Vinnytsia is beautiful city. Unfortunately, we have no time to explore it, but I recommend after the war, welcome to Vinnytsia. During our trip in Vinnytsia, we had two very funny moments. I will show them later. So we're now in the center of Vinnytsia, and you can see here famous Ukrainian shop, candy shop called Roshen. Marianne like zebras. Probably before I would not take attention on them when I was in Ukraine, but after living 1 year in England, you used to very polite people and you try to be also very polite. These accidents were kind of a cultural shock for me. So let's explore Vinnytsia. Now we have a small breakfast just in the center of Vinnytsia on the bench. Very romantic. So here we have cheese camembert from England. We have the cherry pie making by our aunt in Moldova. And my Marianne favorite palichki. Popcorn fingers. Marianchik, is it excellent breakfast? No? After street breakfast, we moved to a very cozy and tasty coffee house beside the candy shop. In Ukraine, we have different kinds of cakes, and it was the first time after 1 year when I tried delicious and huge portion of cake. So we bought 2 pieces of delicious cake, and each of them cost about 100 hryvnia. That's about 2 pounds, much more cheaper than in England. And I bought coffee for 60 hryvnia. In pound cost 1.20. Marianchik, Ukrainian cakes are better than English. After breakfast in the central of Vinnytsia, we visited beautiful old cathedral which belonged to Ukrainian Orthodoxe Church. Excited! The cathedral was built in the time when in Ukraine lived Cossacks. It was built in so-called Ukrainian Baroque style of the 18th century. That is why it looks like fortress. And exactly here happened the first accident that I mentioned before. As you see, this cathedral inside very beautiful, but all atmosphere was spoiled by the man on the entrance. He told us that we have too much bag to be in church, that people go to church without bags, and they are waiting for delegation. That is why our bags can spoil their image. It just sounds really rude for me after living in England. And I told him that they treat delegation more than people. I believe that's just in the time when in Ukraine we will be treat people, just ordinary people, equally. not just people who are on the top. In that time we get real democratic society. Marian decided to buy some candies for his cousin, so we visited Russian shop. So many candies!
Can I have this? One touch.
Wow!
And I have one touch. Wait.
So this is
Wait, let me just have that.
the richest chocolate and candy shop in the world. You can find here even box of chocolate with different historical side of Ukraine. The most popular among the tourists who would like to get special present from Ukraine. Little girl Alisa, who is 9 years old, make picture about Ukrainian warrior who now fighting on the east.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rockets. So the big ones are the Russians.
Yeah, here rockets go to Ukraine, but Ukraine is protected by our borders. Yeah, Marinchik? Our brave warriors who now fighting. Friends, we should always remember that peace in Vinnytsia and other Ukrainian city we have just regard to our army who is fighting on the east. And if you'd like to support Ukrainian army, I left the link to volunteers who buy different equipment for Ukrainian warriors. One of them is my friend who is artillerist in Ukrainian army. So please support them. So we bought candies and we took bus, but it was not straight bus to our destination. We needed to change it. And the second cultural shock happened on the bus station in this little town. Hello guys again. We now in the small village for changing our bus, and I would like to show you an example, an excellent customer service on this little village station. When we just entered the station, the old lady was cleaning the floor. She asked, "Where are you going?" Like we came not to the bus station but to her house. The next question after she did not let us go into the station was, will you buy the bus tickets? She let us know that the bus station already will be closed in 5 minutes, so we cannot go there. So we stayed just here beside waiting for our bus and try to feed this village cat. Here in Ukraine many cats and dogs are homeless, unfortunately. Yes, Marianchik? This is also what I miss in England. It's called Шовковиця in Ukraine. I don't know about England. We used to have the big tree in our yard in the village. I would like to tell that in Ukraine here are different people. Many people are really great, really kind and helpful. If you need help, they help you. But here also happen sometimes situations that I describe you. If you have any ideas about this, let me know in comments.
Воно калина.